My nearest companion asked me if I was feeling all right, and I explained what had happened. His response was, "You must have come here as a kid." I knew that my parents had never set foot in Africa, but I still wrote to them, so strongly had the experience affected me. Their reply was, "No, and you never left us to make any such accompanied journeys when you were little." So, my friend suggested that I might have gone there during a previous existence, for he was a believer in reincarnation. What do you think of that? It's what I've just explained to you, Michelle. Quite a long segment of your film was not erased for you, and I'm glad, for it illustrates very well what I was explaining to you in regard to Moses. He wanted to help the Hebrews, but as he chose to enter that world by the usual means as a newborn baby, he was obliged to forget what the course of his life would be. However, in rare cases such as this one, the astral body is so charged with knowledge and experience from previous lives that it has no trouble adapting to what it must learn in its new physical body. Moses was also advantaged in that he was sent to a good school with numerous facilities. He was enormously successful in his studies and gained entry into a much higher school of science, headed by priests and Egyptian experts. At this time, the Egyptians still had high schools which catered for a very limited elite, teaching some of the learnings Thoth brought from Atlantis a long time previously. He was near finishing his studies when he was witness to an incident that had great significance in his life. Still feeling great friendship towards the Hebrews, he often walked with them, despite the urgent recommendations of his father not to do so. The Hebrews were becoming increasingly despised by the Egyptians, and his father advised Moses not to mix with this race. Nevertheless, on this day he was walking in the vicinity of a building site where Hebrews were working under the directions of Egyptian soldiers. From afar he saw a soldier hit a Hebrew, who fell to the ground. Before he could intervene, a group of Hebrews threw themselves on the soldier and killed him. Then they buried him quickly in foundations being made to hold an enormous column. Moses didn't know what to do, but he was seen by a couple of the Hebrews as he moved away. Believing he would denounce them, the Hebrews panicked and hastened to spread the word that it was Moses who had killed the soldier. When he arrived home, his father was waiting for him and advised him to go immediately into the desert. The Bible story that he went to the country of Midian is true, as is the report of his marriage to the daughter of the priest of Midian. I am not going to elaborate further on the details. We wanted to save these people from the slavery into which they'd fallen and, worse, from the clutches of evil priests who were a danger to their side.